Hello and welcome back to the Shifting Realms, everyone. We've arrived to Fort Roker and we've got so much going on, but allow me to remind you all of some of the dramatic and drastic things that happened most recently on the Shifting Realms. Now, we're all aware that we have a 92-year-old serial killer, and while some individuals have had differing thoughts and opinions as to what we're going to be doing with this person, we have put them currently serving as junk in the trunk to our son over here. Beautiful Carl. Enoch, Alvin, Icarus stayed in this current nice and played some chess, and certainly this has absolutely no larger ramifications or some type of illustration of their relationship or the larger machinations that are actively happening in the world. And I think you became a little bit closer because of it as well. But so many other things were happening across town. Maybe none more so than Nim and Kennedy, who learned about a remarkably important VIP NPC, Slappy Jim.
Slappy Jim!
Slappy Jim, they sent a message to Slappy Jim by killing one of his henchmen.
And where did we hit him?
In the ass. Yes. In the ass. Killed a man.
Oh, my ass.
But then you went to the toughest bar in town, Gruff McScruffs. And you realize just how tough Fort Roker can actually be. But Kennedy did a remarkably wise thing while Nim was white girl dancing across the bar. Got information about not only Slappy Jim, but the other political houses here for the House of Three. And while things were tough, I think you rose to the occasion and exited out of there. Now, we had a few other things happening across town. We had Jabanu, Silas, and Ireless. Cyrus, we'll go with that.
Ship name.
Who saved a kitten.
Hey.
Yeah. Which may have been, depending, one of the purest and possibly most rewarding, like money-wise, of all the quests and adventures that you've done thus far.
Yes,
as you
it does.
saved a kitten.
Yeah, that's
It's like doing the right thing does pay off.
You saved a kitten, and you got a
Allegedly.
mixture of fine white powder. Delicious.
Delicious.
But then you also played potion. You played potion roulette with a version of Mistress Tati across town as well, which gave certain boons and buffs and so many other things. And as the night was wrapping and coming to a close, one individual, Silas here, still suffering or benefiting from their current problem, being able to read the minds of those around them, and had just learned some drastically damning and wild information from the mind of Enoch as we were there. And while I imagine everybody is thinking that's a really good place to start, I disagree. Because the last thing that I remember from last episode is Jabanu yelling out, I think something, I'm paraphrasing here, I'm gonna find some Frostholm Strange and get a one-night stand.
Heavily paraphrasing.
It's a paraphrase, but not much.
Not much.
He didn't use the word strange.
And that's where I think I want to start this evening. Jabanu, here's where we pan in. You're a few drinks in, you are at the absolute toughest bar in town, and you're having a conversation with a remarkably kind, engaging, enthralling woman. She's pale of skin. She has bouncy black curls that drape around her form. She's wearing this black satin dress that has just the deepest of V's, and she is hanging on to each and every single word that you are dropping, Jabanu. And what I want you to start us with, what I want you to start us with is, what do you think you've been entertaining her with? What stories, what things have you been spinning for her?
Okay, so I think Jibanu's in kind of a vulnerable state right now. So I actually think maybe he started to tell stories, but I think it devolved into personal stuff. And he's right now, he was really excited about being awake for 2 days, but I think right now he's just drunkenly oversharing. Talking with her and like, and we never had the conversation about being exclusive, but I mean, is that just, and this is Raya I'm talking about, is it another excuse? Am I sabotaging myself like I always do? Like, oh, it's too good to be true, that means it can't be true, I'm gonna end it before it ends me. You know what I mean?
I have heard so many mistakes in the tale that you have spun me tonight. She puts a hand on your knee, squeezing just a little bit, and I haven't heard you make a single one.
I put my hand on her hand. Right? It's about it's about communication, and I.
Some people just get it, and some people aren't. Some people just aren't meant to be together.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do like her. What?
Like? Did you choose that word intentionally?
I mean, I choose every word intentionally.
A man who knows what he wants.
I'm actually a writer.
Would I know any of your works?
Have you perhaps heard of The Sultan in the Sky by Adulate Corsair?
She pauses. You can tell, even in your currently deepened cup status, that she is attempting to barely maintain composure, and she just lets it spill over. She leans closer to you. What? I am familiar. Yes, you could say that I love them. What are you saying? Are you saying that you wrote those?
In the flesh. That's me. What'd you say your name was?
You wrote. She pauses for a second. You can tell that she was about to ask some type of question about you in the flesh. You wrote them in the nude. She was maybe misconstruing about what direction you were taking that. And she says, I've been hanging on to just everything that you've been saying. You're so interesting. But my name is Tim.
Tim?
Well, it's actually, it's short for Timia. And she kind of extends her hand out for you to take it.
All right, I take it. Well, pleasure to make your acquaintance, Timia. I think you're interesting as well.
You really think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't told you anything about me, but...
Doesn't matter. Interest is
Oh my god.
in the eyes, he says drunkenly.
What's your name? I haven't told you.
So,
You're so interesting.
I love your beautiful, large personality.
Listen, can I be somewhat forward with you, Jabanu?
always.
This Raya that you've been talking about, it just sounds to me as if they have made a very intentional choice to not be here, to not be present. They could have left that caravan and they could have traveled with you, and they chose not to.
I mean, you're kind of right? Like, I asked her and she said, no, I gotta do this caravan stuff. And I'm like, we're saving the world. You can help us save the world with your knives. She throws knives.
Well, it sounds like she
Context.
cut you pretty deep, Jabanu.
You know, I think she did. You wanna get out of here, go talk somewhere private?
She looks around the toughest place in town. Yeah, this isn't exactly my scene. I actually have a place pretty close.
Oh, good, because I don't want to go back to the inn right now. I've got like 8 friends there.
In one bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can tell, even though you're drunk, there's no insight roll needed, that she says, I'm not going to explore that statement any further.
That 8 friends, 1 bed.
Classic.
She said, whatever you're into, dude.
She just says literally whatever, and she grabs you by the hand, and she begins to lead you through the dance floor. And for some reason, the people that are here, yeah, that's what I'm saying. For some reason, a lot of people here, it looks like they're all doing this strange, like they're very free spirited, and you have no reason to know this, but it looks like something was started here several hours ago that hasn't quite subsided yet.
The greatest impact I've had on this campaign.
I don't know. I kind of like the vibes in here.
No, I think you'll like the vibes back at my place a little bit more.
I tend to agree. I'm a good reader of vibes.
And she leads you out the door of Gruff McScrubs, the toughest bar in town. And as she opens the door, you can tell that it looks like the bouncer has a recent bandage. They've taken some type of bludgeoning damage recently, like somebody had forcibly opened the door and they've fallen on their ass. And as soon as she passes through the door, you watch as she looks out to the left and goes and spits down to the side. She waits to see if you spit in the cup as well.
I'm gonna shake my head. I'm going to grab the guy by both shoulders. And I say, you know what's really being tough is being vulnerable. Try to find someone you love and be vulnerable with them. That's the toughest thing there is.
The individual who's introduced herself to Tim looks at the bouncer and then looks to you, and she says, I don't normally do that. And then she continues to walk off, leading you astray.
Well, yeah, that's true. And I'll be like, and I'll look at the bouncer and I'll be like, ruminate on that.
He seems puzzled. He seems like you've given him something to consider. And I'm going to ask for an insight roll right now.
Insight.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got an intelligence of 0.
18.
Oh, thanks, Buttercup.
21.
With a 21, you realize the following. It's a lot of information, and there's something about your current drunken stupor that makes this easier knowledge. You have an idea in your head, and whether it's fully accurate, Giovanna, you may never know. But this guy, for some reason, you're getting a picture. This person's taking night classes, right? This person is someone who's working on bettering themselves, and this is just a job. And that message that you just imparted, right? They put it together, and they're like, buddy, you're telling me. It hits them so deep at their core that you're uncertain if they're going to stay at this job much longer.
There's a lot of back to
Right.
that story.
You get an immediate understanding that there's a huge backstory that you just don't have time to explore for this bouncer currently.
There goes Jibanu, touching lives. And I'm gonna stroll off.
And with that same insight roll, you put
daughter.
together that the individual that introduced herself as Timia had spit into the cup, and the next thing she said to you was, "I usually don't do that," and then began to lead you astray. And you realize that was clearly a sexual advance on your end, and you then follow her to.
Wait, I just got it. Holy crap.
Me 3 years after
need to
any
walk
of that.
faster.
I walk as fast as I can, which is 30 feet every 6 seconds.
Okay, so you're not being
Right.
nonchalant.
Sit
You're
bolt
taking
upright.
big steps.
Yeah, I'm taking big steps. Yeah.
All right. So you would eventually make it. She's got a flat here. It looks like this is. It's not like she's in an inn. She's not in a tavern. She's got a flat that she either rents or owns here. But as you are coming into the space, you would realize that it is fairly clinical. It doesn't look as if it's been lived in a lot per se. So like things you would not notice. You would not notice dirty pots and pans and dishes or disheveled blankets or sheets or various things. It looks like someone's been here recently. I'm not saying like it's a model room or something, but it doesn't look like somebody's, been actively living here hard. And she explains this. She says, well, I just came in on a ship. I'm just coming home after a little bit of a journey. And so it's apologies if it looks a little bit, I don't know, if it looks staged. I just don't want you to misread the situation.
Believe me, I've got a perfect read on this situation.
Yeah, can you roll perception to see if there's the bathtub is full of ice?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
I'm gonna roll a
there's
perception.
2 serial killers in this city.
I rolled a 17 perception to see if I noticed
How many
anything
times?
weird.
Anything weird?
Yeah.
There is a lot of really nice, fine art here.
Okay.
Like, it's like really good taste. I think the thing that Jibanu cares about first is like, damn, I also like that. That's pretty nice. But you have lore tourism. So a lot of this stuff really like, it jumps out to you as arguably this could be in some of the museums around both Frostholm, but other continents as well.
Okay. That's lovely.
And, she puts on some reasonable music on, her fantasy radio, and
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
and she would make a couple of other drinks, and she's essentially just trying to sit there. And she sits down. I imagine you're sitting on either maybe the bed or the couch. Where do you think Jibanu sits in this space whenever you enter in?
A divan, if there is one.
Wow.
You dirty dog. And she sits down next to you, and she kind of swirls the drink that she still has, and she says, I just don't want you to get the wrong impression about me. I don't normally do this, but again, I'm being quite forward again. There's just something specific about you that tells me that this just had to happen tonight.
Listen, I don't normally do this is one of my favorite lines.
She kind of does the thing where she scoots a little bit closer to you. And she
liked that.
She's a freak.
Hey, Roger, we're still here.
Just in case.
The real question that I have for all of you is how many times do I have to legitimately fuck Ben in front of you in this campaign?
Have to.
The limit does not exist.
You didn't have to ever.
This is
Get to.
No. Let him
I don't
cook.
like this either, guys. Okay. You're just a really good actor.
And proceed.
She scoots closer to you and she reaches up. Are you still wearing your scarf?
Yeah.
And she kind of does a thing where she places her hand on your chest, Jabanu, and she reaches up and she says, "May I?"
I think. Oh, actually, can I? Are there any mirrors in this room?
There's.
Close
I'll
proximity.
let the previous perception roll go forward. There are absolutely 0 mirrors here in this room.
Oh, you said that so intentionally. Well, I was gonna say. So I think maybe the weird lack of mirrors. I think at this moment I think of Raya's mirror,
Oh.
and I'm like. And then so I'm gonna kind of gently like reach up and put my hand on her hand and I'm like, actually, you know what? I think I'm really confused right now. I don't think this is a good idea. I'm so sorry. I don't normally do this, but I think I'm really sorry. You're really pretty and all, but I need to go.
She still has her hand on your chest, and you can tell a number. If we could count how many women have done this to Jabanu recently, she sighs.
I don't have enough fingers.
We could do it in percent. 100.
This would have been so much easier if you just would have played along. And she rips off the scarf.
Hey, wait a minute.
And
Hey.
she pushes you down with a force that appears to be a little bit superhuman, Jabanu.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
And she takes a clawed hand and pushes it directly into your stigmata. And she kind of pops up like a feral animal on top of you on this. And as she has her finger pressed down into your throat, she says,
Not into this.
"Jabanu." "Oh, but I think you are, Jabanu." And you watch as her eyes turn entirely crimson red, as if they're filling up with a pool of blood. And she says, "Let me help you remember." And I need an intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence saving throw. All right. That is a 19.
You fail, Jabanu.
Oh, that's
And
bad.
as she digs her finger further into your stigmata, she says, "I need you to do a little favor for me, Jabanu. But first, let me clarify something for you. Nim's the one who killed you.
Oh, no.
And I need you to kill her."
I don't believe.
And
What?
then you feel like there is a psychic ice pick that is being jammed into your minds. And someone is stirring it around as if the DM is saying, "What if you knew now?" And the entire memory of your death comes rushing back at the same time that the 7th level spell Geish has been cast upon you,
No.
which means that it is going to last for 1 year. And every single day that you do not attempt to kill Nim, you're going to take 5d10 psychic damage.
That's
So
a lot.
I fully remember that. I fully remember Nim.
Miza killed. Nim, you know for a fact that she killed you, and it's more than that. It's almost like that additional information has been imparted onto you and into you. The whole memory of your death, everything is there. All of the little brain cells that you've been collecting and gathering about, could this be true? Might that? Was that a hint? Was that a clue? It's like somebody is rearranging them for you to put the jigsaw together, Jabanu.
I think in this moment, I think part of Jabanu knew all along, but just could always push it to the bottom of his subconscious. All right, well, this is when I'm going to push her off of me. Well, try to push her off of me.
You try to push her off. She looks bored with you, Jabanu. It looks like whatever game was happening here is over. You go to push her off you, and she just does that, like classic vampire thing where she just a ways up to a corner of the room, falls down to the ground, and then just sits.
I gotta leave. And then I'm gonna.
Yeah, I would say so. You have work to do.
I'm just gonna stumble out the door.
Drunk into the night,
Yeah.
assaulted,
I think
engaged.
I think I'm sobered up now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And Jabana, you begin heading back.
I guess to the inn.
Perfect, because let's let this be a whiplash effect. Something dramatic's happened here. We pan back over to Silas and Enoch, as Silas is able to read into Enoch's mind and gain a little bit of drastic information. And can we get a reminder of what the most recent drastic information was?
Yeah, I got a little whiplashed.
Wow. Okay, so Enoch
Bite us in the ass.
tried to power down for his nightly off period, and kind of like leaned himself up into the corner, but for once the sleep sort of didn't come immediately, but as you see him kind of like leaning up in the corner, the thing that you immediately get are that his son Himmel is alive. I don't think he would know what a revenant is, but you get an image that Enoch saw from the memory chip of the entirety of the Guardian Gambit MythCraft one-shot.
Check it out.
But the relevant
Some
part
content.
But the relevant part that was burned into his brain that you're seeing like at the top was his son changed in some way, but also being grown. And then also you see his wife frozen in some sort of suspended animation chamber, some unknown place.
And was that from the vision with...
From the vision, yeah. So then, but you also get those things at the top, but then you can also hear that there's something else deeper than that, just below the surface.
I think this makes Silas extremely uncomfortable. I don't enjoy reading minds without consent. This is not something that I have the choice to do either. And thankfully, Jabana's gone, so he has very loud thoughts. And nothing could possibly be going on with him right now. So I remember way back when we first were at Oddballs, you came and crashed in my room.
Sleepover.
I can still interact with Enoch a little bit while he's in that like kind of almost meditative shutdown state.
Right.
So I think I walk over. I go, Enoch, something happened tonight, and I can I could hear that about your family. I'm sorry.
So as you start talking to Enoch, the only thing that you're seeing is just the eyes, the crystalline eyes are dark. It's a blank stare, but you feel something pulling you inward.
I think that's really unexpected, and I don't think that I'm prepared to like resist that. So I just kind of get pulled.
And so it's still like, imagine like a doll, like completely blank stare, but you hear a voice. Silas, the Slayer, is that you?
What?
You can hear me.
Are you doing the voice again, Enoch?
This is not Enoch. You are in the presence of Hermes Trismegistus, the world's greatest scientist, architect of the Auricularium. So pleased to finally meet you.
I'm confused. I just brought up that I could hear about your family.
Oh, yes. I am not concerned about them, but you are confused.
Jesus.
You seem confused. Perhaps I should talk very slow and use small words so that you can comprehend. You see, Silas, I have been here for a very long time. But you are the only one who's been able to hear me. So I have a very important piece of information to impart upon you. Something that this creature, this shell, would very much like to keep from you. The creature that you possess, the rock, the bird, one of its feathers. You see, Enoch identified it.
Right.
And it was an artifact of immense power. Would you like to hear about it? That's good, because I was going to tell you anyway.
This guy is a dick.
Then why would you ask?
How is this almost worse?
Because I am bored, Silas. I've been here for a very long time, as I have said. This feather, it is a means to revive the corporeal body of anyone, no matter how long they've been deceased.
What?
Yes, I can see the cogs are turning,
And
albeit slowly.
Can't wait to meet this guy.
I'm pushing aside all of this.
Neg is a cantrip.
You said Enoch was hiding this from me?
Well, Iris knows as well, but I believe the Soulforged believes that it would harm this little group that you've put together. But that is because he lacks my vision. And this is where I need you to assist me, Silas the Slayer. If you give me this feather, I can return to my true form, no longer trapped inside this prison. And if I am able to do so, I can be of great assistance. You see, this body, while one of my greatest achievements, and quite good at swinging a sword.
You're monologuing. What do you need?
Yes, I am monologuing because I've been trapped in here for over 1,000 years. So you would listen. You would listen well. If you release me, the bubble, I will take the auricularium, which is a bubble compared to what I can create. It will trap Arden, and then the world being saved, the Oddballs will be heralded as conquering heroes, and then I will return from whence I came.
Ew.
To the eternal city of Archaeith. Do you know, Kennedy says they worship me there.
This bitch!
My name out of your goddamn mouth.
I wake up, I say that, and I go back down. Just kidding. Wait, from where? Icarus past you. Wait. The smallest. Yeah, the smallest.
What say you,
I
Silas?
say everything that's happening is already your fault.
Yes, it was terribly inconvenient, but now that...
And your plan is to just do it again?
Science is an iterative process, Silas.
Can't argue with that.
I will succeed this time, and then all will be put right. And the best part for you is you'll never have to see me again.
I think that you're talking to the wrong man. But thank you for the information.
I'm talking to the right man because I know you can get a job done. You'll do what must. No matter who gets in your way.
I think that's enough, Hermes.
What are you doing?
I think you can appreciate the plan. And thank you again. And Roger, I'd like to try something.
Oh, okay, what is it?
So I did a lot of study. Yeah, I did a ton of rolls on this, and then I learned a little bit with Nim.
Yes.
When we were studying with
Oh
Torrin.
man.
About some words of power.
Oh,
and how
okay.
how that
Yeah.
works. So I wanna use my void speech here, and I just wanna channel what void speech actually is, which is just a will of something
Okay.
placed upon the world. Knowing and seeing how Enoch is actually put together, because he showed me.
That is true.
I want to focus in on that crystal holding that fragment of Hermes' soul. And I just want to utter one word.
What is it?
Rest.
So Enoch's face is still completely blank. You've been essentially like talking to nothing, but you can feel the presence that you've just felt for the past few minutes slipping away until you can no longer hear Hermes' voice.
Shut the box.
This is something that needs to be intentionally written here, because the concept of how Enoch is built and made, that is arcane magics, right? And void is not necessarily anti-magic per se, but it is something that is all-encompassing and an antithesis of what the presence of the weave is. So for you, the consciousness that is Hermes, it very much feels like something is shutting a box. There is something that is just putting you further and further and further away. You are not killed, you are not quelled, you are still there, ever riding on the consciousness that is Enoch. But something is pushing you and rewriting the very fabric of what is here, overwilling and overpowering your current presence. Fledgling in nature as it is, as the fragment that persists.
So now I will go into my shutdown.
Now, it's important. It's important that I also set the scene as to what is actually happening in this room right now. Because the two of you were having this conversation after coming back, but a couple of other people had already gone to bed. Now, Irelis, you had already gone to bed, I do believe, yes.
Yeah, curled up on the floor.
Curled up on the floor. Now, I also believe that these two, possibly along with Alvin, had also gone to bed. But can I get some clarification on what was happening in the background of this scene?
Cuddling? We're cuddling, bro!
I think I like raise up like wide eyes, like, oh hell, what did anybody
And then
else?
you look over and you see
I'm Big Spoon.
Just the big metal arm over
Yeah. Icarus is in the middle, and I'm assuming Alvin is on the other side.
I can appreciate this. I like to imagine that for some reason there is this really beautiful, like, because I can't help but rotate in my sleep. And I think you go to look at them, and there's Kennedy is the big spoon, but somehow it starts a chain reaction where one person rotates, they all then rotate,
Yes.
and then switch positions.
You say
Alvin
they
rotated
all-
first, and we all followed
At
through.
some point, I'm just like brushing Kennedy's hair.
it's beautiful.
There's so many rooms. I don't have to do this at all.
She did get you so many rooms in the filthy frigate.
And I'm thinking
Mega
about
bed, gonna
just,
mega bed.
Mega
just
bed.
going to one of these other rooms right now because of the information that I just got, that the feather exists and what it does,
Yeah.
which is sending me reeling, and two of my party members knew what it did and didn't say anything.
It's all we need.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you can join Mega Bed. All your stress and worries go away.
Let's all go there.
Did you
Oh,
know that
wait.
you don't stop thinking when you curl up into bed?
But that's bed. This is Mega
And
Bed.
you're gonna be
Mega thoughts.
let's
I
focus
see
on
3 mega thoughts.
You're gonna be so well rested though after you get into there, right?
That's true.
Yeah, like you're
It
gonna be
is-
so relaxed.
You are approaching 2 levels of exhaustion. It is the early hours of the morning.
What time is
We're
it?
at least quiet because you
That's
can't read
right.
either of our
We're gonna
minds.
say
So.
we're gonna say that it is.
It's
It
what
is.
Alvin's thinking.
It's
for
like
you.
it's like.
His is just black.
Yeah, honestly, he is
night
well
sometimes.
trained.
Yeah.
He is well trained.
He can mind blank
He
on
can mind
command.
blank while he's sleeping.
But he's choosing not to. It's just images of you and Alvin on the beach in like black and white striped
mind
bathing
blank is
suits.
different for every assassin.
It's a green hill with a fence, and it just has Icarus jumping over a fence over and over and over and over again as he's counting. We'll
I
say-
didn't make that.
We'll say it was weird, right? We'll say that because of all the other things that were going on and all the other adventures, that it is very early in the hours of the morning, and because you're skipping your long rest, we will say that what's a reasonable time to wake up, and then -1. 7:59 a.m. is whenever you're 2 levels of exhaustion. So we're like in the 7
I
o'clock
can
hour.
feel my speed just like slowing as I'm like, maybe I should go to other bed.
And we get
Maybe
a lay of the
sad bed.
land of what's happening here in the room. And I think that is the exact same time that Jabanu arrives back into the
no.
room.
Who's gonna join Megabit?
I forgot, guys. I forgot.
Shit.
Wait, this is actually great. I have somebody to talk to about this.
And it is for the record, you can read Jabanu's thoughts.
Which are?
I think you're getting this weird, like repetitive monotone of like, where's Nim? Where's Nim? Where's Nim?
Jabanu, you're looking for Nim?
Yes. Where's Nim?
I think she went up upstairs on the roof to think.
The roof?
She doesn't sleep, so.
Yeah. And then I think
But that's not important.
I think mid-sentence, Jabanu's just gonna brusquely brush past you, like shouldering you, in a very like uncharacteristic way.
Well,
Again, never expecting that from Jabanu.
It's a night.
I have 1.5 levels of exhaustion. I think I just. What?
7:59 is coming.
And I start to like follow you and be like, no, you. And I just start slow. That gap is growing. I'm like, I don't know. It's really important.
Yeah, I'm tromping up the stairs.
Which I believe, as you're making your way upstairs, you've got information that last we saw Nim was upstairs. Now, Nim, correct me if I'm wrong. You had done your little tea baiting. You left that out there. You would learn some important information. You would learn that it is quite clear to you that Moretta must have a vial of your blood. You're also aware that it would seem as if she can use you as some type of channeling focus, able to make the magics essentially come and originate from you.
well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. But thank God, I feel like we're at a calm point. And like when everyone gets up, we'll all be rested, and I'll go over sort of like the little details, like, oh, haha. Speaking of which, the person who's hunting us is like also can use me for magic, but. Oh,
Just got such a good point.
I think it's going to be fine. Nothing that we can't overcome with the power of friendship.
Trod. Jabana, you can make it to the roof.
And Nim is just looking out over the city. I think she's kind of musing. Yeah.
I think Jabanu's gonna take several steps towards you and then stop. Hey, Nim.
Oh, Jabana, well, it's a little early for you. Hello.
I have a question about vampires.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be delighted. Yeah.
They're vampires are undead, right?
Yes. 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 Technically, that is true.
So I mean, I've been thinking about that. I've been trying to figure this
It's
out.
like I also am in a philosophical mood. This is fantastic. I'm just like drinking my tea. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When someone dies,
Yeah.
their soul leaves their body,
Yes.
and when you create an undead, you're just animating a corpse, right?
That's a little.
The soul doesn't come back.
Well, that's certainly one way to put it. But to be honest with you, Jabanu, I honestly thought so too. Until we had that whole like rigmarole with Lucius and we had to go into the locket, you remember? And I thought it was going to have to be like, I was going to have to pretend that there was something that I couldn't go in, some horrible barrier, and then I'd wake up and be like, oh my god, you guys, it was a... But then I could go in, so I had a soul. It was crazy. And then I woke up and...
Are you sure that's proof of a soul?
I'm...
Or maybe you're just an animated corpse with its higher faculties intact.
You know,
Did you ever think about that?
I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have gotten past Lucius.
And if you think about it,
Weird, yeah.
and if you think about it, if that's true, that would mean that Iris's soul is floating out there somewhere, possibly watching the misdeeds of her own animated husk.
Wow, you are
And I stop.
certainly
I go, "Ooh."
in a mood, Jabanu. Is there something you want to talk about? Is this
Do you think Iris looks at you with horror or just pity? I think it's probably pity.
Oh,
Wow.
shit. And I go down a step.
That's well, she's right here, so I would be happy.
Is she though?
What is this? That's a little rich, also coming from one revived person to another.
Oh, yeah, but I was fully brought back to life. You're more of just a monster.
Jabanu, at that exact moment, you feel as if there is another rider, another pain. You can clearly tell that the individual who introduced themselves to you as Tim, as Timia, is there, is watching, is present to everything that is actively happening in this moment. And you get a flash and you can see that she's holding and squeezing onto something on her chest that she's wearing. It's this elaborate 3-tiered necklace, and it looks as if it has a ruby at first, but it is quite clear that inside that red gemstone, there is some type of red fluid that is now glowing. Nim, at this exact same time, a breeze picks up. You are just a monster. You can smell Moretta.
Interesting. Have you been keeping fun company tonight, Jabanu?
What do you care?
What do you mean, what do I care? So do you. We're traveling together. I've grown rather fond of you, against, arguably my better judgment. Especially I'm reflecting upon it in this moment.
Like back.
That was shit good.
Yeah.
When were you gonna tell me, Nim?
I tell you what.
Okay, yeah. I guess, yeah, Silas is right there. I'll just tell you. When are you gonna tell me that? When are you gonna tell me that you killed me, Nim?
I was going to let it come up organically, honestly, and I did tell you, Jabanu. I did tell you. I told you.
What do you mean you told me?
I told you. I told everyone. I was like, and then I killed Jabanu.
No. That was that's
Just-
like everything else. You say it was ironic, insincere, obfuscation.
It was true. I never specified how many times it had happened, and whether one of them wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah.
I can't believe I ever thought you were a person. I can't believe all this time.
We pause. You are getting heated. The voices are raising here. Silas is still at the top of the stairs at this time. You are aware of what is happening, but we've
Using
also
all of my movement to
we
stand
also
up from
now
free
know
mode.
that it's 7:59, approaching now into the 8 o'clock hour. So yes, you're exhausted, but everyone else can be waking up to hear that there is a heated argument happening up on the rooftop.
Oh, look at the three of you. It's so cute.
It's not what it looks like.
Friends in bed?
Do we hear the voices muffled arguing?
It's like wow. I don't know if you're like me, where sometimes in the morning my hearing will wake up before my full body does. So you hear all the stuff that's happening around you. So you hear an argument, but it sounds distant and muffled. But then you hear what Iris just said. Oh, look how cute! You're just friends in bed. You're responding. Things are coming slowly to you here in bed. One thing that I think quite clear is that there is I believe you're actually holding on to Kennedy now. At that last turn.
I was brushing his hair.
I think as you hear the argument start upstairs, you also see Silas's spirit coming down.
It's that thing of you move your hand, I'm just.
I wish Enoch could take a picture right now.
Yes. So Enoch has not woken up
No.
because he was interrupted in going into his standby mode.
Yeah.
He's still leaning lifeless in the corner.
Yep.
God, I wish that were me.
I mean, it usually is, right?
I love that. I love that for me.
So at least for 1, 2, three, Kennedy, Icarus, and Ireless, you all can be waking up. You see that the spirit seems to be slinking back down the stairs a little bit. You could probably also see Silas's like foot from the top of the stairs down there as well. And you can hear that there is a heated argument going on. As to the specifics, probably only Kennedy could hear the specifics, but you would be keenly aware of what is happening here. When were you going to tell me that you killed me?
I will bolt. Like just like when a vampire rises from their coffin. Just
It's time to get to work.
yeah, what's going on? Upstairs. I'm gonna put on my boots though.
I pull out the Wand of Secrets and I immediately proc Detect Thoughts.
Okay. The first thing that you would get would be Alvin. And it seems like in a rare vulnerability, you would get the following from him. That was the best sleep I've gotten in some time.
That's the strongest thing a person can do.
You know what's strong.
I'm gonna start heading for the stairs.
I'm with like a line with Kennedy.
I will grab my rifle as I do so.
Okay.
Don't.
Nosily following behind there too.
Looking
You
at
would come to Silas
Yeah.
first.
And do I get access
Well-
to his?
You get hold on. Actually, so Silas has the ability to read everyone's mind within the radius around
It's
them.
not an ability. It's something that's just happening
It's a
to me
gift,
right now.
a boon, a
I can't
curse.
turn it off.
But you would get the opportunity to then read the surface level thoughts of Silas, but then we have like the rebound, like echo effect of Silas then getting other people's as well. So you're getting some doubles. Now, before we get like too lost in the mechanical sauce of this, the people who you cannot read at this moment would be, well, you're safe as well, but Kennedy and Nim don't seem to be the ones that are rebounding off of here. Mm-hmm.
But I get Jabanu.
But you get Jabanu, you get Silas, you get Ireless, and you probably be too far away now to fully get Enoch. Yeah.
I think the service level from Silas is like, oh shit, they're fighting, and they're not like real fighting. I don't know how to handle this. They're fighting with words.
Jabanu, since you gave me your blood, I have not harmed another to eat. I know that's nothing, that's paltry, but I haven't. And it's not.
You want a medal? Haven't killed me 3 times.
I mean, actually, no, I think, what, is there a way that I can make this right? Like,
how do I know this isn't how do I know this isn't next? How do I know this isn't your sick game to spend all these months letting me get to know you and love you as a friend, and then right as soon as I finally feel safe, that's when you slip it into my back again and finish the job.
Okay, to be fair, that does sound like me. That sounds like the old me, but I haven't. I haven't. Do you think I could keep that under wraps? Do you think I couldn't enjoy it, like, out loud? Do you think you wouldn't be able to tell?
I don't know. I don't think I can't tell anything with you.
Just calm down. We can figure this out. Just calm down.
Is everyone else here yet?
So, but my last thing that I heard and what I was aware of is that they're kind of like almost like Scooby-Doo affecting at the top of the stairs, like,
on the
ooh,
door, like, head.
unless somebody wants to disagree.
Trying to just read Jabanu's thoughts, like what I'm getting. It's just
I think all this, everything he's been saying out loud is also racing through his head. I don't believe. Hey, yeah, Silas. Silas, you're a slayer, right?
Stacked on heads.
What?
You're a slayer, aren't you? Well, look, monster. See right there.
Oh no.
Slay it. All right, do your job and slay it. Come on, how much do you need? How much? And I start pulling out a bunch of gold and throwing it on the ground at your feet. What?
My service level thought switches to be like, we have money.
Yeah. What do you want?
have what?
Do you want gold? What? I mean, what? You need a contract, and I'm gonna do a cryptogram, and it's just a word. It just says "slay her" on it. There, contract, gold, monster. Come on, get to it.
Jabanu, that's not how
Well,
any
yeah,
of this works.
Oh, you're picking and choosing your monsters now. The ones that her killing me is not enough. That's not. Oh look, is that other people I see behind you?
No.
Well, Yeah, you might as well all know. Nim's the one who killed me. Now you're caught up to speed.
I better get Enoch.
Oh yeah, so you're not gonna slay her?
No, Jabon.
Irelis
Well.
runs back down the stairs.
Well, so I gotta do it. And then I
wait,
pull out Nim's ceremonial dagger and stab her in the neck. Guys, it's a chaos, guys. I take out the dagger that I now realize was hers all along, and I'm stabbing her right in the place where she stabbed me.
Okay. So before we get too lost in the sauce here, because PvP gets weird and annoying and hard and things can be challenging, let's get a couple of things clear. Ireland, but we are going to do it. Irelis has just headed back downstairs to go and attempt to awaken, bring Enoch, and to make sure all this stuff is going on. I'm going to have you make the attack here, but what I am going to allow is like this is like actively happening. We're going to consider this almost as if it's this is a surprise round for you, but because we're not in a traditional combat setting, are there any other things with the people who are here and who are remaining before I force you all into an initiative that you want to do? Is there like a response from Nim? I know for a fact Kennedy already had their gun and has probably seen this before. So I'm not trying to like stack the deck here, but like for you two,
Yeah.
unfortunately, this is probably something that's happened before, so it would make sense.
Pitchforks, baby.
It would make sense if you had something prepped. So in response to an attack coming in, which we're going to roll for in a second, what's your plan here?
Okay, my plan is to de-escalate and jump off the roof and skitter away, if possible. Yes. This is the plan.
Okay.
This is.
We'll see how the dice roll.
But,
The moment that Jabanu stabs, I'm kind of behind Silas.
Okay.
So I'm going to use Silas's shoulder to fire a shot at Jabanu's hand. Not necessarily to hurt Jabanu. That is not the plan.
Kill shots or ass shots in this game.
I got to change it up a little bit from last time. More in the sense it's going to be non-lethal.
Okay.
And it's to just get Jabanu to back up.
Okay, so you change out your elemental shells.
rounds.
Yeah. You change out your elemental rounds for something much kinder.
It's
You
gonna
put a
be
teddy bear in there.
like if you get hit by a paintball shot.
Okay.
So still fucking hurts, but it won't kill you. Well,
Okay.
Red, though.
Before we get too carried away, I want the attack roll to see what comes in first, Jabanu.
All right, using Goat Rider Elven accuracy. Let's go. That's 3 dice.
Just say
I don't
you
think
never
there's
don't
any
roll
way
at advantage.
I move before Kennedy does, so I think I'm F.
It's
Guys,
silent. It's a silent gun.
What?
guys, it's a crit.
What? No.
It is
You
a
mean-
critical hit.
You mean the person that gets to roll 2 d20s for every attack got a crit?
What? Wait,
3 d20s actually.
Just to
Give that back to Enoch right now.
just to check in, can I use my deceptive defense? Because it's a reaction.
Lucy for me?
I got that little thing like.
You could use the deception to attempt to evade an attack. I would say if Jabanu had rolled a 19 plus a shit ton, then I would say yes, but I'm going to let the crit come through for 2 reasons. For, for mechanic reasons and for it's badass.
Yeah.
So
For you.
this is important because this is the first time that I think you've attempted to use.
This is the first person I've ever
stabbed
stabbed
in the
with
neck.
this knife.
Yeah.
Yes, with this knife in particular.
He was
yeah.
using
The first
fry
person
thing
I've ever
rolls.
stabbed in the neck.
Okay, so it will be the regular D4 plus your dex for the attack, but it does an additional 2d6 necrotic damage,
That gets doubled on a crit.
which will also be doubled on the crit as well.
And I get the 1d8
Okay.
from the Goat Rider as well, so that's 2d8.
Well, which is a lot, which is a beautiful thing for Nim though, because Nim is going to be resistant to the additional necrotic damage that is coming
Okay,
in
so
here.
d6 is separate.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so d6 is separate, please.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
There's a lot of dice.
So stabby damage will be. This is going. So stabby damage will be 17.
Okay.
Necrotic damage will be 12.
Okay, which you can obviously reduce.
And then I'm going to use my torment. Take 5 points of damage and do 10 points of radiant damage.
Okay, which is then double for you.
No.
That smarts.
Okay, before we get stuck into actual initiative, this is everyone but Ireless and Enoch saw this happen. The big boom damage comes into you. The dagger goes into your throat. Do you hold on to it? Do you leave it there?
I'm holding on.
Hold on to it.
Yeah.
Now this is a choice because the thing that you would ask for in this like surprise round thing was to de-escalate the stabbing in the throat and or to jump off the roof. Is that your current? What's your plans now?
So I think she wasn't expecting to get hit.
Well,
and I think that as this, especially not like that, especially not with that weapon, and I think that as this conversation has been building and growing, that and what she's kind of just been thinking about for a while, Jabanu has gotten under her skin.
Literally,
literally, and with all the stuff like the mentions of Iris and these and her past, and since Coria, she's really been trying to keep the vampirism under wraps. She's really pulled it back, but now, and it's been latent, and it's been building, and so I think, in that moment, it begins to slip her grasp, and I think the air begins to cool and darken, and I think her eyes snap to Jabanu's, and she stays right there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna whisper, I don't think you were ever good. I don't even think Iris was good.
Shit. I know that Kennedy still has one order in before we're gonna probably undoubtedly have to resolve this through some type of actual combat. However, I am hearing what you're saying, and I would like to make you, Chelsea, a deal here. So typically, what the audience what the audience doesn't fully know, but a couple of the players are aware of, is that I wrote a whole bunch of homebrew stuff, some like lineage stuff, and specifically for Porphyria sanguinaria, the vampiric disease, right? There are, for every few levels, you get some additional powers and boons, and you can choose to take them. And if you take too many powers, you have to go up vampiric ascendancy levels. And if my memory serves me correctly, you were currently at vampiric tier 2, which has some issues for like, can you going into like private dwellings and various things like
Animals
that.
Don't like me.
Animals aren't super fond of you, except for like the horse god, which is like chill as hell. But in this moment, it makes so much narrative sense for you to lean into maybe a little bit more of that power. So I'm going to force you in this relative combat that is happening here. Chelsea, if you want, I will let you proc into the next tier for free without having to wait till the next level up. Now, obviously, that comes with all the additional drawbacks of being a higher tiered vampire, which means you have more like, problems with going places and people being able to notice you. But you'll also probably get an additional gift or boon that comes with the vampiric powers. So I want you to mull this over. And as we resolve this, I want you to be able to give me a response before this is over. If you want to take my deal.
Okay. Tight.
Because a beanbag then shoots Jabanu immediately. Make the attack. Wow.
That will be a 17 plus 7.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That fits.
Brilliant.
What's your beanbag? What beanbag did you put in there? What are you shooting with? A Beanie Baby or what do you got?
Not a Beanie Baby. I think just like a ball bearing.
It's a ball bearing?
Yeah, I think as any D&D adventurer does, carries a ball bearing.
That's just a regular musket round.
Change your inventory from 1,000 ball bearings to 999, please.
Okay, I will.
It's like a deer slug.
Give me the damage.
Yeah.
Round.
Doing math. We went from paintball to a ball bearing.
Yeah.
21.
It was a frozen paintball.
Yeah.
Oh.
21?
Yeah,
On my
21.
hand?
On your hand.
Oh.
Just to get you to back out, bro.
You got a new stigmata.
Your hand is holding on to the dagger.
Yeah.
The ceremonial knife, the ceremonial dagger there. You could take 21 points of concentrated frozen paintball ball bearing damage to your hand. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I let go of it and grab my hand.
And here, I think we need to make sure that we're very clear on what is happening. I know for a fact that you were running down to go and wake up Enoch. I want to make sure this is are you shaking him? Are you slapping him?
I just like grab his hand and start pulling it towards the stairs.
Enoch, there is something very strange about how you are waking up this fair morning. It feels like if it was a very unrestful off cycle for you. Something was disruptive, something else was there. You do not feel fully rested in this endeavor. There's a lethargy that's over you, the remnants of a psychic hangover, if you will. Like something has been maybe, I don't know, rewriting some fabric of your mental faculty or soul faculty. But of course, you wouldn't be fully aware of that.
Seems bad.
And Iris is pulling you upstairs. Okay. So I think to expedite this, if you all will make a deal with me, this is the first time that you all are seeing these, and the first time that you all are seeing these. We got cool, fancy little nameplates for everyone, and I let them decorate and put their name on this. And so, because I want to show them off, is it okay if we go in this order? Because I already have them here, and I think they're fancy and cool, and I want to be able to use them, and I also want to be able to do this thing as well. So, and I also think for
Use your toys, Roger. It's
I
fine.
also think
Fancy.
it's fairly appropriate based on the actual order, with the exception of Enoch. Enoch, you should be over here for most things. But it'll be Kennedy, followed by Enoch, followed by Silas, followed by Jabanu, by Thickerus, then moving on to Irelis, and then I'm gonna have you going last. And I think this is very appropriate and reminiscent to you mentioning things in Korea whenever you also almost didn't make it into the woods. So when things hit the fan, maybe some things happen slowly.
I think as this is happening, though, if I might do one more thing, like as Jabanu's hand is getting blasted away by the Beanie Baby.
It's a cow.
It's different every time.
And Nim can feel that it's starting to coalesce around her. I think she looks over to Silas and calls out, "Silas, help!" Like, as it begins to
All right, let's see what happens. All right, first up
you put that on me.
First up in my forced initiative order, stealing this from you, it's going to be Kennedy, followed by Enoch, followed by Silas. So Kennedy, you've just shot at Jabanu's hand, getting them to drop. And for some reason, you're not getting to go quick enough. Kennedy, you've just got Jabanu to take his hand off the knife. You're still, well, Theater of the Mind is, you're still kind of like at least like 30 feet away from the fight that's actually happening. What do you want to do?
I am going to... Not meanly, of course. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm going to
You just
push.
shot a man.
I did shoot a man. That's the second time in 24 hours.
But not mean.
One of them, though, I shot in the ass. I'm going to push between... You're not looking, I'm sorry. I'm going to push between Silas, and I'm assuming Icarus is kind of there, to get between them and run forward. So I'm between Nim and Jabanu. But I'm not... unfortunately, I'm doing like the stupid ass Chris Pratt like this.
They become velociraptors.
Yeah, they do like, whoa, girl. I'm not defending one or the other, but I'm also not defending one or the other. Just like a calm down, separate.
Whoa now.
Whoa.
Okay. You are in a defensive position to attempt to de-escalate the situation. You're going to be present if anything else should happen.
Yeah, and my gun is completely slung on my back, so I don't have any weapons present.
Okay.
I trust Nim, and I trust Jabanu.
All right. That brings us to Enoch. And what I'll say is I will allow, just because I think it's more fun this way, you ran down there, you got Enoch. So Irelis and Enoch, you're like both coming up to the top of the stairs here. So you're probably the most out of the loop as to what's actually going on, because you show up like you're carrying the pizza boxes, everything's on fire here, and you're watching that this fight is actually happening. Enoch, what do you do when you arrive?
While Enoch would be very disoriented, he knows that something is wrong. And also, he just slips into instinct. The soul forged body takes over, and sword comes out, and he starts motions wordlessly to Carl, the steel defender, and starts running up the steps. I'd like to get as far as I can up to the roof as possible.
I will, because we're theater of the mind in this, I'll say if you give me your double move, your double action, you can make it into the fray of this. 30 feet up the stairs, moving up there. 30 feet just like Kennedy moved to get up to where we need to be for the actual like combat. If you
Okay, that's fair. So when I get up there, then sword in hand, I still I yell to Nim, Nim, you have to stop! And I reach into the coat pocket to start pulling out a spherical gyroscopic object.
Okay, which is extra funny for this because I'm going to say that both you still have the wand of suspicions up.
Yeah.
You can still read minds. So what's going through Enoch's mind as you're reaching into your pocket?
He is going to try to tap into some lay magic to try to make everyone stop.
To fix this, to solve this problem.
Yeah. If at least for a little bit. We're going to make everyone sit down.
All right, I'll let you double move. That
Icarus,
gets you there.
your nose is bleeding.
I have the spell called Get Along Shirt. Everyone's going to put on their Get Along shirt.
They're gonna put everybody in the shit box is what you're gonna do. All right, that brings us now to Silas, followed by Jabanu, followed by Icarus, Ireless, and then Nin bringing up the rear. Silas, what would you like to do? You are very eepy. That's better, thank you.
Fuck. Okay, so there's so many factors at play right now. Can I still get the thoughts of Jabanu from here?
Because you're at the top of the stairs and he's within that range. Absolutely, yes.
Is Jabanu done fighting?
What's going through Jabanu's mind right now?
I think going through Jabanu's mind is crap. I think it's got to be her or me at this point.
And I like look over towards Enoch, I think over on my right side, and I think I can tell Icarus is also, because I can see the wand. I'm like, can you get that? Yes. And if I dash, I only get 30 feet right now.
Tell me your idea and I'll tell you if I like it. And then maybe I'll feel so moved.
Okay. All right. So if I'm moving 30 feet, that'll get me to where Kennedy is.
If you move 30 feet,
Join me, baby.
if you move 30 feet with your regular movement, I will let you be in the throes of what is happening.
Right. But
everyone's clustered together within that 5 feet there.
I need like 5 more. I have an idea. Kennedy, trust me. And I'm going to dash.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my reaction for Phantom Step on Kennedy.
Okay.
What?
Kennedy's like, whoa. You've been asked by Silas to trust him. Do you resist?
No.
Okay.
You feel this in your heart.
half-hearted.
Oh man, I just got here.
I did. Kennedy's only moving back 5 feet. So as soon as I get like behind them, like rushing up.
Okay.
And I think with the 5 extra feet, if I could just kind of go airborne, I want to take Jabanu off the roof. Silence!
You want to tackle Jabanu off the roof?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a liberty here, as is my my prerogative, and Jabanu, you are actively trying to carry out the mission, the order, what has been cast upon you by the individual that you believe to be known as Tim or Timia. You have just had your hand shot by Kennedy. You're trying to kill Nim. You've got your back to Silas coming up on here.
Yes,
I just don't think you're paying attention to the Slayer.
Not utterly distracted.
In this specific moment, right? Because you had to take matters into your own hand. You want to tackle Jabanu?
Yeah.
You can tackle Jabanu.
You can have 2 more AC for the next round, though.
Oh, thank you so much. See,
You
it's
both
a gift.
You both shake hands.
It was the half-hearted, like, of the, like, oh shit, I just got here, man. I'm sorry.
Well, I think this is an athletics, and I'm EP.
No. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see the shove.
So that would be a disadvantage.
You can. Yes, exactly. You can choose if you want to respond with strength or if you want to respond with dex. Just athletics or acrobatics.
I think, even though I'm gay, I think part of Jabanu wants to respond with athletics.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I got a 4.
Well, sick, because I rolled a 4, but I do have a +8. So
Fine, I'll have to take matters into my own hand.
you and me are going on a ride, and the only stop is down.
It is already known. It is already known that Nim was over on the edge of the roof that was up here, and so this whole conversation has been Jabanu coming up to Nim. Nim hasn't had much of a chance to move or do too much. You tackle Jabanu off the side of this roof. Now, before we get into the worries of what is actively happening, you two will begin to fall. Because we're in combat, I'll let this kind of go slow. The place, you're only going to be falling about 20, 30 feet because it's only like a 2-story building, and then like some like smidge or maybe some like attic-y stuff, the roof that's going up here. So we'll call
like a haystack.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll call it 30 feet as you begin to fall.
Aim for the bushes.
But that's, you had your reaction, you had your movement, you had the action to actually shove and get on there. You two are beginning to fall.
That's it for me.
That then takes us perfectly here in my order that I forced upon you all is to Jabanu, followed by Icarus, Ireless, and then Nim. You are fun. Oh, excuse me, Thicarus. What would you like to do?
It's a good arrow.
I think at this point, honestly, flying through the air, I don't think he want to hit the ground. Falling through the air. I think I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Swift Flight.
Okay, I rescind my statement. Now you're flying through the air.
And just
We are flying.
rocket sideways.
Sideways?
Sideways. Yeah, I think he's kind of out of control right now. And he's just trying to not hit the ground.
Okay.
And I think there's too much momentum going down. So I think he's going to, and he's also like
Like
supine because you're tackling him. So I think he's going to grow the wings and just zoom sideways.
Down the street, right?
Down the street, yeah.
Okay.
I have confirmed. I was curious about that myself as well. You're like kind of disoriented. You just got tackled. You know you want to fly, and you know you don't want to hit the ground. And luckily for this, you immediately begin to zoomy straight down further the main thoroughfare and down the road. Now, what's your movement speed now?
60 feet.
Oh God.
so I think I'm gonna shoot.
Oh my god, this is the rooftop thief chase from like episode 5 all over again.
Yeah, but I got him. The great man will be here around.
Oh
Right?
my god.
I
He's a
think
Carl.
I'm gonna use.
We brought our own great man.
Carl!
I think I'm gonna.
Store bought it, sorry.
I'm gonna use
Somebody
my
clip that.
How far are you going?
60 feet of movement to fly sideways, and then I'm gonna use my action to dash and try and right myself and fly straight up.
Okay, so you're trying to get out and up, further away and then up to try to get a vantage point. And because we've already established that the roof itself is 30 feet, you can kind of be 60 feet away and then kind of 30 feet up above the roof because you were falling down.
Yes.
Okay, this makes sense.
I've already used my
I've let you
reaction.
do, that's a lot of stuff. You're doing some badass things. God, so willy-nilly. Best theater of the mind ever. Icarus, Thicarus.
Thank you.
Followed by Ireless, followed by Nim. Icarus, what would you like to do?
Icarus can see and knows what's going to happen, having read both of their minds as they are doing their actions, and is running in vain to try and catch up. Sees Jabanu start shooting away and goes, no. And he immediately grabs the dial on the mulligan device and just cranks it backwards 6 seconds. So you immediately come back onto the roof, and then he's, I just need a moment. I just pops out the pocket watch, and just takes a breath.
So am I
Looks
still
at
holding him?
all of the pandemonium around us, and sees like Nim with whatever's going on over there. Ireless and Enoch coming up the stairs. Kennedy. Hello, girl. Everyone just stop. And he's going to take another pocket watch out of his bag and just jam something in it and crack it as he casts slow on everyone. So you all need to make wisdom saves.
Let me rule some things really quick for this order of operation because theater of the mind gets weird. First things first, because the falling was happening on another turn. What I will say is that Jabanu and Silas are no longer 30 feet up above. It's like almost the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom thing. You watch them follow the same path back down 60 feet away and then 60 feet back. So they're like at the bottom of their fall. At the bottom of the building. So they're close to the building but they're no longer in like a dangerous vantage point to where they can continue to attack. The other thing, depending on who here considers themselves to currently be allies or foes, if you announce what you're doing, individuals who are here up in the space could choose to fail slow if they don't want to have to make the rolls. I'm just giving you all a chance.
I don't
here.
consider anybody an ally right now. I need everyone to stop.
Okay.
So,
I failed anyway.
Okay.
yeah,
if
it's
you want to roll,
DC
roll, then.
17 wisdom.
Hey, I'm not gonna pass this.
Yeah, I failed.
I get to 50.
I passed it.
21. I passed it too. Settle down.
And with my moment to think, though, I want to make an Arcana check to see is Jabanu under a charmed effect. Because when I was reading his mind,
I'll let you make it with advantage because you've already had insight into his mind and his mental faculties as well.
yeah, that'll be high 20s.
Okay,
Yeah.
more than 20, we'll take it. So first things first, this is, yes, it's a charm effect, but this is like bordering on, and like we all hate this, right? This is like bordering on the line of like supernatural effect. It seems as if some type of order, missive, or the Geish spell has been cast at a level that you would not be familiar with, that is commanding and enthralling and really essentially forcing Jabanu to carry out some type of missive or order. But here's the thing that we need to clarify. It's charm. Yeah. Yes. But the thing that we need to clarify though is all the actions that Jabanu is currently doing, like they're his actions. He chose to stab Nim in the neck. He chose to jump off. He chose to do all these things. But you are aware through your Arcana check that yes, he is under a spell, which he is required to carry out a certain series of actions. But how they do it is completely up to them.
I don't want to try and stop him from not being mad. I just want to stop him from trying to kill Nim. So
Okay.
as I get this information, Icarus brings time back, goes, I think I have a solution, but we need them up here. And that's his turn.
Okay. Who is slowed right now?
Everyone except Silas and Jabanu.
And we get a full
I let
speed
Alvin
fall.
go.
We get a full speed fall.
Full speed fall.
Alvin's readying their domain expansion somewhere else here.
The old man is also slow, but that's unrelated.
All right.
He's also paralyzed.
True that. That's huge. That's big. We have a lot of things that are actively happening here. We have full speeds falling. That now moves us from Icarus over to Ireless, which then brings us to Nim, who will round out the final end of this. But Ireless, it is your turn. You're watching all this happen. You're up there with Enoch. You're not necessarily in the fray quite yet, but you can be if you wish.
I think I had like a 6-second thought of they better not fucking be mad at me the next time and do something weird when they jumped off the building, but then just like rewinds in my head. Never had that thought. For spell casting with slow, that takes 2 rounds before something fires.
50% chance.
50% chance, yes.
But what if I hex? Not a spell?
You can use that against me. Hexes are definitively not spells. They're spell-like abilities.
Cool. I will hex Obfuscate.
Okay, tell us what that does.
That creates a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on me.
Okay.
So 20 feet in all directions is now heavily obscured.
So
Everybody calm down. Let's figure it out. Smoke bomb. Wild card.
That'll settle them down.
No one can see each other.
Heavily obscured area.
Heavily
obscured area. Okay.
Less likely to hit each other.
I've got a plan.
That was
we'll
my hope.
figure this out. Heavily obscured area. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
That's it.
Okay, amazing. Which now brings us to the bottom of this first round, potentially. Of combat. Nim?
Yeah.
I want to make one thing crystal clear. You can take your turn. You can do whatever you want on your turn. But I am getting to the point where a moment ago I extended my plan, my offer to you in the adrenaline rush in everything that's currently happening here. This is a now or never type of deal. So do what you want to do, but I do need an answer by the end of this turn.
I got one for you. Yeah. So I think that Nim has been watching this happen and she's just feeling, and then the fog rolls over. And she reaches up and and with slow we only have one action or bonus action, right? So she reaches up to pull the dagger
Free object interaction.
out of her neck. And I think as she goes to remove that, all the distance she's tried to put between herself and the last 1,000 years comes crashing in on that point. And so I think she pulls the dagger out of her neck and she ascends. And the air temperature plummets. Her eyes go crimson. You can see your breath. Easier in the fog, I guess. And then
You can see your breath.
I can see my breath.
We can't.
Somehow you all know something happened.
You know it's cold and it
Cold.
does not, and and there's a pervasive sense of dread.
Okay, if you will allow me, because this is huge for it allows me to share something that I think I wrote and gave to you at this point over a year ago. At this point,
Yeah.
this is what happens. Your complexion grows more pallid and your eyes shift from your natural hue to that of crimson. So moving forward, an individual who passes a nature, insight, or relative skill lore check of some kind will be able to identify you as something other than base mortal. This is something that will require you to hide. Moving forward, it is just based appearance now. You look more than and terrifyingly beautiful and powerful, but something other. The very world around you begins to shift to your presence as you seem to suck the very life away from the air around you. The area surrounding you within 10 feet grows cold, plants and small insects wither and die, and those who breathe in your presence may see their breath. A keyword there being may, especially in this instance. But
Given the current meteorological conditions. Yeah.
At this current point in time, you have ascended to tier 3 of the 4-tier system that I have devised for you prior to the beginning of this campaign. So at this point, you've taken my deal and you've used a free object interaction. Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, I think as she pulls it out, like this is like I think this has also just been like less of like a conscious choice on her behalf and just more of like the overwhelming adrenaline and instinct and rage and grief just like channeling through her, and I think she screams as she pulls the dagger out.
Now you all can hear that,
Yes.
regardless of fog and mist.
And I think then this is her special dagger. This is the one that she used on Jabanu and probably many, many other times before. And she depresses the button and drinks some of her own blood and throws it aside. And that is the end of my turn.
A powerful move. Now,
Fuck.
regardless of the fog,
Right?
you all hear the scream, even the two of you down below.
Yep.
Those of you that are slowed, it comes in modular a little bit, but it still happens. The dagger comes clattering down to the ground as you've consumed and reclaimed just a little bit here. Before we resolve, this is the end of the first round here, but I'm gonna just give you all a chance because PvP gets pretty weird here, and we've got people split over, and it's theater of the mind. So I want to realign some things for what our current plan is per se. So the two of you are still holding and hugging on to each other as you're falling down to the ground and probably coming to the end. My question for you, Jabanu, is at this point in time, with Silas holding and hugging on to you with the scream that you've just heard, what is your plan? Because I think you will make or break as to whether or not we continue on to another round of combat.
Not fighting anymore. Giving up. That was it. And in my head, I'm going to be like, okay, well, I tried. Guess you'll have to kill me now, vampire lady.
How many feet from the ground do you decide that?
I think right when I land on my face. is
I'm not gonna let you land on your face.
Oh, well, when I land in your bosom, one supposes.
Sure, you get wedged between my pecs.
Wait, so this is Jabanurus? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so, and,
really win?
I do think that. So I guess you hear that thought.
Yeah.
All right.
You good?
Yeah. Although I think he should probably just finish me off. I think it's going to end up either being me or her. And she's going to be a lot more useful to you.
Shut up.
Fine.
Okay. So I think unless I guess it's only fair for me to ask: would anybody else up on the roof like to continue fighting each other?
Just like, because I could see you if you're 10 feet away. I think
Oh,
I could see you too.
you
I could
can.
also I
Yeah.
can only hear your thoughts. So yeah, I can see you, but I'm just kind of like putting my hands out like Kennedy was, like
Still
like,
is.
like waiting for Jabanu. But I'm like, just wait. Wait.
Icarus, I am waiting.
But that's all. He's just trying to stall.
Okay.
I
ahead.
I am looking at Nim, and for the first time in my life, I have no poker face, and it is fear.
I feel confident that we can let this resolve now narratively through some role play, as it doesn't seem as if there's any current combat happening in the next 6 seconds up on here. We'll let you two begin to make the process. Are you leaving? Or are you gonna rejoin?
I think I'm gonna keep a hold on Jabano for a second.
I think
I
Jabano's
don't
kind
think Nim's gonna try to kill you, Jabano.
just do whatever.
Okay. But I think this would be easier if the first thing that you did, you don't have to mean it. When we go back upstairs, just lead with an apology.
Apology for what?
Well, that was really sudden.
Oh yeah, it was also really. Well, actually, I was gonna say it was really sudden for me too, but no, it actually wasn't sudden. Silas, she actually tortured me for several hours before she killed me.
And I think I get all your thoughts.
and I think the memories of my murder are gonna start kind of replaying, like the running around the desert when I found Misa dead, when she stabbed me in the back, then the neck, tried to make me beg for my life, that kind of thing.
I think,
I'm so creepy. I think
Right?
you see on Silas's face just like this, like deep, like I get it, but he is just so haggard, not only physically but just of the fighting. And I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong. Just like that, you could just see all that on his face.
Well, I'm not apologizing to my murderer, so.
Okay, but can you just not antagonize her just for now until we can figure things out?
I actually don't know if I can prevent myself.
Oh.
Am I allowed to tell him that
Well, I can hear what
I'm
you're thinking.
under compulsion? Yeah. Well, I
You
think
can certainly try.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try to say out loud. I think some vampire lady got into my brain.
Absolutely nothing prevents you from saying that. And somewhere in your subconscious, you realize that maybe that's intentional. Maybe this was something that she wanted to happen the entire time. Maybe she didn't really care if you succeeded or failed. Maybe she just wanted you to try.
Are you saying Nim made you attack?
No, not Nim.
Tim.
She called herself Tim, but I think it was probably Moretta.
I forgot about.
I want to pause right here because there's the real. This is drama. This is full, but we still have your hex up in this space. There's a little bit of a different tension up here. Nim, you've just ascended into your tier 3 vampiric powers, but it still doesn't seem as if individuals are trying to attack or kill you yet. But I will also say at this state, and definitely you, Kennedy, you can hear the conversation happening down below, you two at least. But what is Nim doing or trying to sell or offer while you're on this roof surrounded by your friends?
I think. Does anyone know Enoch? Do you know Zone of Truth? Sorry, I'm a little raspy.
Nim, I am aware of this spell.
I know
All
it.
right.
No spells are being cast
I
until
know
Giovanni
it.
is up here.
I'll do it.
I would be much obliged.
Nim, what are you playing at?
I am going to talk. I'm going to talk. And that's all. Would you just please? Thank you, Irelis.
Fine.
At your leisure, just for when Jabanu gets back. Thank you, Icarus. You're...
Silas, get Jabanu up here now.
Nim, I have prepared a countermeasure in case this goes badly, but I would very much rather not use it.
I would also prefer you it not come to that, Enoch. So let us both try.
Okay. When I get that message from Icarus, I ease up on Jabano. I'm still gonna keep like a hand on your shoulder or like right behind you. Say, we need to go back up. I'm not. I won't let her hurt you. But you need to explain.
Okay. Yeah. I suppose I can't lay in this dirt forever, but I think I'm gonna get up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to go a little slower now.
Mechanically, like half speed.
As you're going, I'm gonna. My hands are like messed up. I'm gonna heal my hand. Though.
Oh, God.
Like,
Ugh.
ow.
No,
What the heck did he? What the heck did he shoot me with?
no one knows. It was 3 different things.
Metal
That was,
Beanie Baby.
It really was.
He loaded like 6 bullets in that thing.
One of them was a gummy
It's a
bear.
smoothbore rifle. I don't know how he did it.
For some reason, I'm picturing like one of the like Grateful Dead, like Beanie Babies.
now, the two of you are
I
beginning
guess
to head and make your way up there.
Baby that hit.
You're beginning to make your way up to the roof, and you are beginning to go through the process of casting Zone of Truth.
As requested.
As requested, and I want to seize this opportunity for us to have our pause, to have our break, as so much has already happened in the first part of this episode. But I want to go back to one thing two things. I gave you an offer. I gave you a deal here, Chelsea, and as Nim, I think you should be rewarded for agreeing to play my game here. And as you are dropping the knife and the dagger onto the ground, and probably just maybe symbolically at the same time that your mist is actually fading away finally after not re-keeping it up through cackling or your hexes, a little bit of the remaining blood begins to pour out of the dagger. And you watch as it begins to form a small pool, and from this pool, it actually would begin to kind of modulate and it would begin to form. It looks like there's a hand that begins to erupt out of it. A face begins to pull itself out of this, and it begins to take the form of a large blood elemental. And you might be aware of this, but I am giving to you for free one of the upper level vampiric powers, which is creation and control of blood golem. So it is a size large blood golem construct that you will be able to control and use to do your bidding.
Dear God.
You're gonna have to explain that to me.
You're not gonna regret this, but we are. We're all gonna regret this. I'm so excited.
Oops, all pets is complete.
The game's
That
not
means
over
pet
until
one
you walk in
shot.
I do love Pet One Shot.
Oh, we have to have pet one shot.
Who here doesn't have a pet yet? I think it's just you and. Well, does
He's not a pet.
We got
Chat, tell us if you
you
want to
do
have a
have
pet
pets.
one
We got
shot.
He's
Pip.
not a pet.
We got
He's
Alvin.
my coworker.
We've got the rock, maybe.
I have a new pet
Oh,
now. Are you
yeah.
gonna be?
Tulu.
Are you gonna be
All right, well, let's take our break here, and I'll spend the next 5 minutes drafting up the draft for the pet one shot, and then when we come back, we'll resolve all this trauma and see if we can get off this rooftop. We'll be right back, everybody. And we're back, everybody. And we have the entire team rejoining back together on the rooftop after a little bit of interpersonal and interparty conflict. And even though things got a little bit hectic and messy and a little bit helter-skelter, we are all hopefully, cross his fingers, going to be resolving what has been going on. So as the party is back together and we have the possibility of Zone of Truth being dropped, what would you all like to do? Nim, you are ascended, You are in control, but there are individuals that do not look like they necessarily have torches and pitchforks quite yet.
You each get a chance to speak in the spell that Ireless created. As you're coming up the stairs, do you agree to these terms?
Oh, I was just gonna hop in and
Good.
let Jabanu
You're
ask.
good. Jabanu,
Yes.
I'm gonna squeeze Jabanu's arm. Like,
Yes,
remember-
I agree.
I think I have a solution to this, but first you will get the chance to speak.
What solution to what?
Well, from what I could tell, Jubanu is under some kind of charm effect.
Oh, that would make sense, actually.
Correct.
That doesn't absolve the truth of what actually happened, but it can at least potentially stop him from trying to kill you, which would then give us time to resolve this.
Yeah, obviously, I'm not.
So,
I don't take it personally.
before you go into the zone of truth, will you allow me
What?
To what?
to cure you of whatever happened to you?
I don't actually know if I'll allow you, so do it fast.
This only lasts for
can-
10 minutes.
I can help explain.
I'm pulling out the diamond dust that I got in the bag from the cat.
I'm stepping into zone of truth while this is happening.
Thank you, kitty.
It wasn't entirely Jabanu's choice.
I mean,
You rub it on your gums.
There was a woman named Timia.
yes. Oh, that was Moretta. I could smell it on him.
Oh, well.
Oh, well,
So,
open up.
well, then.
All right, hurry up. Do it.
And I'm going to cast the 5th level spell, Greater Restoration, on you using the components from the cat.
Do
Diamond
I?
dust.
Yeah.
Does it work?
It immediately resolves, Geish. You are no longer compelled for this next year to seek and kill Nim.
Look over.
Do I feel her in my mind still?
That you do.
Ah,
What?
Oh,
Come in
alright.
the circle.
How are you feeling? Yeah, come here.
no longer compelled by magic.
Good. You should still be angry. That is justified. But we
But-
can't have you trying to kill Nim.
That was not the end of a sentence.
There's,
Yes, that was a period that was missing.
I still feel Moretta in my head.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I taught her that.
but remember, Jabanu, we were going to start with something for Nim to help this conversation move along.
Is
Start
anyone
with what?
resisting the spell?
Sorry, I stabbed you in the neck.
Which one? The
Zone of
just-
truth.
I have not stepped in.
Her first.
I
It's
also
a
didn't-
15-foot radius. So how big is this roof?
Ah, fuck, that's fair.
Yeah.
Come, both of you come stand in here.
I'm already in here, Icarus.
Sorry. You come in here then.
Yeah, I'm in the circle.
I'm gonna stand.
All right,
5 feet.
Jabanu, really,
out of the circle.
my hope was that you could ask questions and I would stand in here. But, like, whatever I guess the group feels is necessary.
Well,
Let's,
now you'll
yeah.
both be honest.
Oh, there's one thing that I just feel like if you found out later, everyone would be like, oh no. So, Silas, will you ask me if I'm a vampire?
Are you a vampire, Nim?
No.
Okay,
And that's the
fuck?
one lie I can tell in here. I just wanted everyone to know. So later when you're like, oh my god, you could lie in the zone of truth, I'd be like, just that one
Oh,
time. Yeah,
wait.
so just one.
What does that mean?
Oh, it means that I practiced for a very long time to tell this lie.
So,
Hold on, I need to explain this. I need to explain
Yeah.
before
This is a riddle.
this campaign began. I gave Chelsea a free additional feat, and the feat was choose one thing that you can lie about that will never be magically detected. And even while she is standing in the zone of truth, she can say, "I am not a vampire," and it doesn't register as a lie.
wait,
Sick.
so just
Yeah. Yes.
so I can understand, you are saying, Nim, can
Yes.
you lie about being a vampire?
I can lie about being a vampire, yes. But I feel like that's kind of on the table, right? Like, we already know.
How do we know that
In
you're
the
not
zone of
lying
truth.
about everything else?
Well, I guess, I don't know, torture Irelis? I mean, like, I'll say I'm going to tell you the truth, and I would like it as a point of honesty that I have stepped in, that I asked for it, that I've given it willingly. And, like, look, it probably is going to be horribly embarrassing for me, so that'll be, like, a little tip that it's not exactly what I want.
What are your plans for Kennedy?
I want him to be my best friend forever. Oh, I hate this! Oh!
I think she's telling the truth.
I hate this plan. Who came up with this? This is terrible.
Wait. We've got 10 minutes. Everyone go.
Yeah, okay, ask me questions.
Do you plan on seeking retaliation against Jabano?
Why? No. I mean, I feel like if anything, we're even.
There's a long list of why.
I mean,
just yes or no. Please.
No. Ew. I mean,
Even?
No,
What?
ew.
No.
what? Yeah.
No.
I mean, like.
Why did you kill Jabanu?
Because I was a fan.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Why did
You can tell that is a half truth. That is true, but there's more to the story.
Why did you kill him?
Oh, I was hired to.
By whom?
By who?
The keepers.
Which keepers?
This is a good
His
question.
name was Morak.
His name was Morak. He was like a friend of a friend. And
Icarus,
he-
do you know them?
The keepers. No, that would be a
Jabano.
Jabanu question.
Jabano,
Do you
know
know
them?
Morak?
Yeah, he was my old boss.
Oh.
Your boss hired him to kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you remember I died because I tried to expose their secrets to the world, which ended
Right.
up being not a good idea anyway because they
Morak.
were protecting the goddess of knowledge. Huge mistake on my part.
Did I recognize that name?
Yes! You've just been awakened recently and then put back to bed. So,
Enoch, come in the circle.
but now Enoch is fucked too.
I do not want to come into the circle.
Quick question about the
Why?
table.
It's so much fun, you know?
Can Lorid hear, like,
she lied again.
How do the gods work? Are they just, like, listening to everything we say at all times? Like, can they hear what
I mean, they've
Jabanu
got
just
lives.
said?
They've
Like-
got lives. They're honed in. They are honed in on Jabanu.
Okay, okay, that's it.
Great. Yeah, no, the Morak hired me, and then we knew each other, so I was like, I thought it would
Nim,
be nice coming
Please
from a
tell
friend.
Enoch to come in the circle.
Oh, I promised him not to use the language, Ireless. Oh, Enoch, come in the circle. But I'm not using the language. I'm saying it in common.
Enoch is like, he's not good at this, so he's like leaning into the airless.
Don't drag Enoch into
go into the
this.
circle.
No.
Actually, maybe
Why?
we should.
I really think we should. Enoch, you. First of all,
Because you
now that we're all
identified the
here,
feather
it's-
and you
it's-
didn't tell me what it did.
Oh.
Come in the circle,
Fine, he
Enoch.
steps into the circle, but then he points at Silas and says, Silas, I have never slept in for the entirety of the time that I have been in this shell, but today I awoke late. Something
Excuse me, this is
happened
only for
last...
10 minutes. You can do that afterwards.
You are going to
No,
tell
he
me
likes-
what happened.
What does
He
the
likes
feather
to
Always
do?
monologue.
extend the length if we need to.
Fine. What do you want to ask me?
What does the feather do?
Don't answer that.
I'm having Patricia record this shit.
Young master, I'd be more than happy to have a backup copy of this
She's already
conversation.
doing it.
I think
She
I
loves
have
her
to.
drama.
Why does it
You're
say
not
like
compelled
TMZ
to
cam at
answer
the
it.
bottom though?
You're just compelled to tell the truth.
Alice wants me to say, and Silas does not.
I don't think now.
Why
is-
don't you want him to say, come in the
I'm
circle?
trying to explain.
Are you in the
Hold.
circle?
We were solving Nim and Jabanu. We can deal with these two later. You keep
Thank
saying
you.
we have 10 minutes.
I am not telling you
To
what
know
the
that
feather
no one
does
is
to protect
lying.
you, to protect this family.
Oh my god, he thinks we're a family for real.
Honestly, we're just gonna have to accept that for now. I agree with Kennedy. Let's take one.
I thank you. I yield the floor to someone else.
I
Steps
step
back.
in the circle and I say, I agree. I don't think it's a good idea to dive into that right now, but we should later.
Could I say something?
Yes.
Would that be alright? Jabanu, I am sorry.
You think that's enough?
I don't know.
You chased me for hours.
I did.
You
I did.
You mocked me and you tortured me. You stabbed me in the back.
Once.
You drew it out.
I did. I thought.
Did you enjoy it?
Looks at the zone of truth. Yes. Okay, Jabanu, can I tell you something that's out? Do you remember I used to buy books from you? Jabanu?
Yeah.
Do you remember- and,
you gave me this stupid poetry. I'm gonna take out the poetry by Rabanasser and I'm gonna throw it onto the ground.
I did. I thought you might enjoy it. You like things. And I was like, and then I had gotten the contract and I was like, this is so silly. But I was like, and then I was like, Jabanu, how would you want to die? And you were like, I would want it to be, and I was like, would you want it to be like easy or like chill? And you were like, oh no, I want something dramatic. And I was like, excellent, great. And then, do you remember that? Maybe I misinterpreted. I really thought I was like, because you were going to die. They told me it was sealed in blood, like it's over at that point. And I was like, and I've grown, but I did feel like I felt an attachment to you that I didn't particularly understand that now I understand a little more. And I just thought it would be fun. We all die.
I'm gonna whistle for Miza.
That is a lie.
What's? Oh, that we all die?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
You can't say it.
Oh, great. We all... Yeah, is it... Many of us die or have died.
Did you?
Yeah.
Remind me how long ago you killed Jabanu.
Oh, I don't know, 3-4 years, something. It kind of blends
That's
together.
not very long.
How long was it?
That's not very long.
Like 3
ago.
years?
It was right before I met Kennedy.
3 years to the day.
Yeah.
Today's the anniversary.
For somebody 1,000 years old, that's not a long
And I
time for a
forgot.
big character shift. I'm just saying.
Wow.
you
That's
think?
Moretta didn't.
Moretta did it.
And you think I'm mad about? You think it's just about me? And I think Jabonu's gonna start tearing up as Miza walks up. Did you have a contract on Miza? Was that part of it?
You killed Miza?
To be fair, I killed everything in the stable.
Wait, Miza's undead?
No, Miza's brought back to life like me. How many times do I have to explain that?
Sorry,
like
I
her more
realize
now?
that's not the most relevant
way
piece
to be
of information.
very insensitive. Oh wait, can I say that? Because that's sarcasm. Way to be. This is hard. Yes.
Would you do it again?
Under what circumstances?
The keepers hired you again to do it.
Oh no, I don't need their money. Like I don't need. I'm not.
You did it for money?
No, I did it because I thought it would be fun, and I thought, and I thought that Jabanu would like to have, and I thought that.
And you don't think it will be fun again?
No, I don't
Why not?
particularly. She's like, Nim is looking at Miza. Well, because I was so far from so many people for so long. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, I am compelled. And I think what really happened is that I just forgot what connection felt like, and in many of my years being hunted or stabbed, like that was ask Moretta. That's what we did. That's what we like. That is how we lived. I didn't, and I've tried to be close to humanity, but it never really works out the way I want it to.
So what's different now is you have a friend.
Now I have, well, hopefully several friends. Enoch called us family. That was Enoch brought it up, though. That's
Family
true.
is complicated.
Nim,
But
we
you
do-
look different.
I don't think it was ever
tried to kill
about what I was.
No, right now you look different.
But what I did, and now I am more of what I am. It's something that happens sometimes.
I would just like to bring to the table that you haven't just killed Jabanu once, you've essentially killed him twice.
That was an accident.
He doesn't get to live beyond his deal with the gods. So he could theoretically live for hundreds of thousands more years. That has been taken from him. He has an expiration date of 3 years, 2 years now.
I don't know if you can really hold me to that account.
I think
though.
I can.
But I didn't know he was going to get brought back. So isn't this like bonus time?
Well,
Like-
I'm saying that you still killed him. Like permanently, not past tense, like he's dead. He is living on borrowed time.
Yes.
There is
Thank you, Icarus.
a way.
Yeah.
Enoch.
No.
Yes.
I'm inside the zone.
I'm in
Get in the zone.
Auto zone.
The Shadow Rock. Its feather.
It's a gem rock.
It can make you whole,
Oh, the one that it
Jabanu.
ate.
What do you mean make him whole?
What?
It has the power to recreate the corporeal form of one person?
Yes, of any person.
Any person.
Yes.
Anyone who's ever died ever.
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me?
I mean, think about the implications of that.
Because I was afraid
Of what?
what it would do to us.
Because you wanted to use it yourself.
I do not want to use it.
Lie.
You can't say that.
Enoch.
It wants it.
Truth.
Hermes wants it. That is what I wanted to get into after we resolve one issue.
Nim is not the only one here with a beast that lives inside of them. We all carry our demons. Just some of them are literal.
I'm safe.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, some family we are, huh?
But I think that it should.
We're not a family.
We do not have to decide this right now.
No, but you had to bring it up now.
Well, we also
Enoch.
don't
I
have
brought
the
it
feather,
up.
right? Where's that bird been anyway? We haven't seen
that's
it
a
in
good point.
days
Where
or
is that
weeks.
bird?
They are their own bird.
Yeah, they're probably fuck knows half across the globe by now. We might not have to deal with that for 3 years.
Some of us here would pursue it, no matter where it is.
Me. Because I love it.
Truth.
It is not what I meant.
Such a
Well,
pure moment in this episode.
Enoch, you bring up, oh god, the implications of that are so beyond this conversation.
Wow, I really wish we could have it later. But we can't. Now we're here. We're here at this point.
On this roof.
Or is that as Kennedy says, all the cards have been spilled? What is it? All the cards? What is the saying? God
No,
damn
I
it!
think
All
that
the
was it.
faces have been dealt.
That one.
Every face.
So now you know.
Well, here. Is there, I feel like our time is growing short. Miza, I'm sorry. Jabano, if there's anything, I don't think I can make it up to you, but if you think of something, I'll do what is in my power to make it right. And while I'm here, does anyone else have any questions for me? Because this is honestly probably the last time that I'll do this, because this is awful.
How do you live with yourself?
Oh, Jabanu. Terribly. Haven't you noticed? Yeah. Oh, do you think, it's been quite a while. I mean, I just try and stay occupied most of the time so I don't go mad.
I can't believe I thought you were a person.
Wow. Truth.
And then I think Giovanni's gonna storm off.
Listen,
No.
I think you've said the right things, and it'll take time. I mean, geez, that wasn't that long ago. But
Yeah. Just
listen,
a blink.
we don't need to be a family necessarily, or even friends. We just need to work together to fulfill this goddamn prophecy and save the world, right?
Oh,
Then after that, you and Jabanu can go your separate ways if needed, but we just need to make sure we keep working well together until then.
After that, Jabano will be dead.
Yeah, well, there's that.
Well,
So,
I mean, we could all be dead. But
Yeah.
it's like, well, and let's see. And he doesn't have to feel
so
about me the way. He never has.
he doesn't need to
Yeah.
like you to work well with you. But
Don't need the zone of truth to tell what we all know, which is that you are not the same person that killed Jabanu. I have to believe that.
I mean, we've been traveling with her this whole time not knowing that she killed one of our best friends.
Oh, how would I have told you, Icarus?
Oh.
You would have killed me immediately. You would have
Yeah.
been like, can you imagine like us sitting around the table at Finanigans and Scorpion Bowl open it up like, oh, hi, Kai, by the way, I tried to make a nice present for Silas and that went horribly. So what do you think? Like,
You
if
set
I-
a monster out on the city.
No, it
I
was
would've-
contained.
I would have tried to kill her. She's
Yeah,
right.
I'm just saying. It's a,
Speaking of monsters,
Yeah.
what are we going to do with this blood guy?
I don't know. Do you think we could name him?
Carl is standing over by the blood golem.
Could you put him away?
I don't know. I think I have to name him. Do you think Pebbles? Schnookums? I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Schnookums?
What,
let me see.
What of the rest of you? Do anything we need to do for peace of mind knowing this now? Does this change anything for anybody?
Kennedy, do you have any questions for me? Since I've been kind of like, it wasn't great. There are things I could have maybe done differently.
I've known this whole time that Nim killed Jabanu.
I told him right away.
That sounds right.
Yeah. I was like,
And-
that's the guy who got to 3, because no one gets to 3.
I've known Nim the longest. She was awful. Horrible. Made me do horrible things. The place that she found me, she killed every single person in there.
They weren't people anymore.
The way that I got out was to promise her to examine my back so that I could be alive and safe. That Nim is not the Nim that is standing before you.
Well, I mean, technically, it's sort of the same.
Nim.
I'm not helping. I see. Yes.
That Nim would have never stepped in the zone of truth and would have killed you all when you found out she was a vampire.
Kennedy, what do you get out of your relationship with Nim? Why do you continue to follow her?
Is Kennedy in the zone of truth?
I am not in the zone of truth.
This has all been freely offered.
Yeah.
I mean, well, at the start, it was so that I didn't die.
No.
I'm not from here. I don't know how these things work. I joined a cult when I first came down here.
And it was like a bad cult. Like, I don't want to, like, I was like an expert, but like they left a really bad taste in my mouth. Sorry.
Truth.
Sorry.
When you ate them,
Yes. Yeah.
that was very literal.
Yeah. They were really
Nim is right,
bad.
though. They were a bad cult.
They were bad.
Nim has eaten countless people over the years. I don't think hashing over every one of them is going to help us
And
at this point.
And since I promised Silas, I haven't. Which I broke. And since on accident, at duress, Silas, I don't know, as Enoch says, it is a beast.
I have a question.
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Truth. You did attack Ajax,
Yes.
and you admitted that you were out of control.
Because
Yes.
you were hungry.
Yes.
But
I
Jabana
am-
can stab you in the throat.
Well, I am concerned right now because you look different.
Oh, that's a good question.
And how do we know that you're not going to get too hungry now? It looks like if you get hungry now, it will be worse for us.
And like the Pebbles guy, like what the fuck?
Right. Pebbles or
Okay, first, in order.
Schnookums was not here before.
I honestly don't know, and I'm just so excited. But I'm going to answer Ilis's question. So it wasn't just that I was hungry. It was that there is it takes a certain amount of concentration for me to move in a public sphere. It takes a certain amount of control to maintain my decorum. And if I and there are certain gifts that I can activate that would be so helpful for us so many of the time. Yeah.
The blood golem flexes over in the corner.
That
The room, man.
What is his fucking problem?
that's
Put that away, please.
sit.
It does.
Tell
This
it
is
to be
the best
quiet.
and worst day of your life.
Yeah, 100%.
This guy.
Yeah, quiet coyote. Wait, excuse me, I'm answering Iris's question. So it just requires a certain amount of concentration. And that day with Ajax, it had just been a while. And I had just helped Enoch the night before, so I was remembering something that I had to keep going. And then there was a sea of there was death that I needed to escape from. So I took the fastest, most obvious route, which left me totally without control. And I was very hurt.
So,
And, yeah.
well, we need to make sure that you have lots of blood because we are probably going to be around lots of death again before 3 years is up.
And I've also been trying to just be really mindful of how I use those points, but it does mean that I do need blood when I'm like that. Like Kennedy usually just like throws something at me and then I'll eat it. And
So you need like blood balloons.
I need like blood balloons or some sort of like capsule.
Can
Yeah.
you just eat schnookums?
Oh, that's a great idea. I mean, technically it's my
Made of
blood,
blood.
but I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I mean, this little...
you just like drank from that knife, didn't you? So.
That was more. Oh, that was about reclamation, Icarus.
Well, you eat knives now?
No, she wanted to be whole.
Silas is right.
I'm gonna go check on Jabanu, and then we should probably get going, but I think this was productive.
Backs away.
I walk
Yeah.
by Pebbles, I'm like, excuse me.
Nim,
Yes.
what you have done,
Yes.
what I have done, some of the rest of us, saving the world will not make that go away,
Yes.
but at least it will be a start.
I think you are quite right, Enoch. And it's just, it seems as if every day is a choice to do something just a little different. Even if I am becoming more of what I am.
He leans in and whispers to the best of his ability. And the voice inside, do not listen to it. Do whatever you can. Don't listen to it.
Don't slip.
Since it's out on the table now, we need that feather.
It flew away.
I understand. But I'm good at tracking things.
What do we need the feather for?
And you can see on Silas's face, especially now that he's haggard, he didn't mean we.
Oh,
You desire it as well.
It's a gift. A decade of prayers answered. The only reason why I thought that they always fell on deaf ears is because somebody had locked away the one that was listening to me. So, yeah. It fell to my hands.
Silas, is that why you didn't want Enoch to tell the rest of us?
I didn't want it to come up now. I had every intention of talking about it.
Is Silas in the zone of truth right now?
No.
I asked him to step in.
You know that I do not believe in fate, but does it not strike you as coincidence that each of us would have a reason to desire that object?
I don't need it.
I don't need it either. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Are you?
And I will step forward.
It's an ambiguous
to
response.
Enoch. I think absent-mindedly stepping into the circle. Enoch, it doesn't matter. It's
What do you mean?
about who deserves it.
But I guess we have 3 years to decide who deserves it.
No, Enoch. I'm not taking 3 years for this.
What are you going to do then?
Whatever I have to.
Hold.
You're just like the little polygraph.
Truth is true.
Oh. What in the bloody hell does that mean, Silas? Are you going to help us with this defeating Arden, or are you telling us you're going to leave right now to pursue that magical item?
I'm not leaving right this moment. We are restoring the fonts of Frith. And that's important. And it is now clear to me. Frith is trying to fix things. Things that were set in motion. Not by you.
Then by whom?
By him.
Yes.
So,
And when you say that, he doesn't really have a mechanism for this, but he stares at you.
I feel it. I can still read your mind. I couldn't hear most of your thoughts, by the way.
Uh-oh.
You're safe.
Thank God.
What next then?
We wrap
I'm
up.
hungry.
We wrap up whatever nonsense we need to do here, and then we move on.
Silas, I just want to remind you that I was a monster through choice. And I just want you to remember that as you move.
And I think, like, there's that moment of, like, trying to refrain and, like, center like Silas usually does, but being so tired and being in the circle, I think it just slips out. I don't care.
I understand. Good luck.
I found Jabanu at this point.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I think
that was kind of a lot. huh?
I think you see him wiping his. He's crouched in the middle of the stairwell, and he's kind of wiping his eyes as you appear. You know, I imagine confronting my assassin for all these years. You know how I would stab him with the same knife they used to kill me. You know that's why I asked for it.
Poetic justice isn't always as satisfying as you'd think, huh?
No.
Oh.
But you know, the part that really, it was so much more horrible than I thought. You know, and the mind control thing, I don't know how much of, when I stabbed her, I don't know if it was the spell or if it was me.
When I cast that spell on you, I was only dispelling the charm, not the anger or the resentment or the confusion. All of that, you're just going to have to deal with like a regular person. There's no cure for that. And there's no answers either. But I think it's good that you think about this. Nim, according to Kennedy, has changed, but I mean, you shouldn't need to just forgive her just cuz. I mean,
Icarus, I'm sorry I'm always so mean to you.
oh, you stopped being more mean than everybody else 2 arcs ago. I'm just used to it at this point. And we're kind of like family members in a weird way, in our weird, messed up family. Like, literally, you know.
Yeah. Could I have a hug?
For me?
Yeah, for me.
Sure.
All right, I'm going in. Come on, hold still.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my
can-
gosh, you guys, that's so cute.
Ah, no, I wasn't.
I
Nope.
just was stretching
Wait,
my
I
wait.
arms.
wasn't. I was stretching my arms around that
I'm
way.
gonna stretch my arms around both of you. Come on.
Okay. I could use a little stretch.
You've all been stretched today.
I will join in reluctantly.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to jump in here for a second because I think this gives us a pretty interesting opportunity here. So I'm going to provide you all with some summary as to what is coming up next. And I think maybe above table, we can make some decisions on how we think we accomplish these things. So because all this has happened, prompted around 7:59 a.m. So it's somewhere in the ballpark of 8:16 a.m. in the morning. Right?
What
So
a fucking morning.
it's been a rough morning.
Yeah.
It's been a rough morning, right? Some of you are feeling pretty tired, but you have 2 days. I'm just giving you facts, right? You have 2 days until the big political rally. You've been invited by the Grey Runners, and you've been invited by the High Seer of House Aelthrin to attend this as well. So you got 2 days to prep and then decide to attend there, right? Things that we also know about. Previous to all of this shit happening, we knew that going order of operations, we knew that there's a chess match. There's a chess match, which maybe pales in comparison now, but Icarus does have a chess qualifier.
That's right. Holy shit.
Icarus has a chess qualifier. Kennedy saw a cowboy that they were interested in following. We know about Slappy Jim, and there's some things that we might want to figure out about there. We're I mean, maybe not. Maybe,
Hey, we left Slappy Jim a message saying come and get us, so...
Introducing Stabby Tim.
Tim?
Yeah. Now, the other things that you all are aware of, you do have a 92-year-old serial killer in the junk of your trunk, in Carl's trunk. That
Oh,
you
he was
all-
present for all that too.
Yes.
Just push him in the quarry.
He went, damn, that's dark even for me.
No, the things you have
It
solved
smells
that
like
mystery.
somebody got stabbed. Please.
You could already just leave here and go out to the woods and go find their cabin in the woods, which I'm saying intentionally. You can go find the cabin in the woods and then go and solve that mystery if you need to. We have some possible follow-up with Mistress Tati, which could possibly come up as well. And just, this is my advice as a DM, you also are probably eventually going to be leaving Fort Roker and traveling beyond into Frostholm, so maybe picking up some like additional equipment or items or cold weather gear for individuals that are going to be, who might need to do that, right? Could be smart for those of you who have money, right?
I forgot it was revealed that everyone has money.
Well, I just said we have so much money.
I do not have money.
So
Fuck you
my
guys.
question here is,
Shitload of money.
and there's a possibility that maybe we could decide like what you want to do for this day one, and you got 2 days left. So collectively, if we want to say on this first day, maybe the group splits, maybe we need a little bit of space. And some individuals want to go out to the woods, some individuals want to stay in town and do some shopping. And then on day 2, maybe you come back together, maybe you still stay separate. I don't know. But what I think I want to get,
We've all gone to our rooms.
Yeah.
And we're-
what's the party split for the next 2 days? And
proverbially.
which of these things do you want to accomplish in the next 2 days of all the things that I've listed and everything else that you're aware of?
I want to jump in.
Okay.
So, before I leave that roof, I'm sending the spirit out.
Okay.
And I'll say, return in 7 days,
Okay, interesting.
or once you find something.
The hunt begins.
The hunt begins. All right. The spirit is sent away for 7 days. It's been noted.
Yeah, and then I'm available for whatever.
Okay. Collectively, we can go around and get some general ideas first, but then I want to hear some collective conversation.
Icarus will spearhead the forest. We also, part of that plan was the retirement home ruse.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, which is
Yes. Yes.
this
So-
morning.
Oh God. Yes.
So perhaps if there's a group that
20
doesn't
minutes.
want to go into the woods and they want to shop, but ideally I would like to take everybody into the woods. I think it would be good team bonding after what we went through today.
well, we don't want to bond.
And then I want to go to
We're
the
all
political rally,
grumpy.
but that's
Yeah.
not today.
Enoch wants to bring this serial killer to justice, but also puts in just one last pitch of like, I can just kill him and throw him in a dumpster.
Okay. Okay.
Extradition
What about
justice.
Iris?
I think we should.
I'm team serial killer,
what
but
it's built
for
to
the
do.
woods, not
Yeah.
the serial killer.
Okay. For the woods.
Truth.
For the All right. What about over here? What's Nim's desire? Here?
I'm definitely interested in going back and figuring out what's going on at that old folks' home. What's going on with Grandpa? And Yumpy.
Oh yeah, can we
and,
hit that on the way so we could all go to the forest?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Sure.
Hell yeah. And then I want to go to the forest and solve some clues. I also would love to be available to help Kennedy
With the cowboy.
with the cowboy.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I'm really not that interested in your serial killer
That's okay.
because
It's a different genre completely.
I feel like there are some pressing matters in this town. So I kind of want to go around and hear collective. Kennedy is very interested in the politics that is happening right now.
Somebody has to be.
Hell yeah.
He will never say it, but he really likes that stuff because that's the stuff he did up there.
Truth.
So he's interested in learning about what everyone is saying about the Gray and the High House.
Okay.
Apply to the people.
Oh yeah.
Do you tell us you're doing this?
Yeah, I will.
Icarus will just be like, yeah, if you could make a thing of what you find out so we're prepared for the political rally
Like a
tomorrow, that would be very nice. A cake.
I also want to look for the cowboy.
Yeah, okay. What about Jabanu? Jabanu, I understand you might be in a very vulnerable position right now,
Yeah.
but
I think Jabanu is really mad. Doesn't want to go into the woods. Doesn't want to go back to the old folks'
Oh
home.
man.
Yeah.
I think Jabanu, looking for any kind of outlet, starts just going around and people just talking about and trying to get distracted. I think he's gonna start like wearing his gray cloak. He's gonna start talking about the situation, like he's really yeah. What are you gonna spend your whole life bowing to these houses
Oh
that
my
just gonna
gosh.
ship your wealth off? Are your kids gonna spend their whole lives bowing to their kids? Your grandkids spend their whole lives bowing to their grandkids? And I'm not wearing the scarf. I have my.
Yeah.
I've taken it off and I have my mark show.
which
shit.
mechanically we know gives you advantage in all charisma persuasion checks to
Oh.
sway
Yes.
people to your cause.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
no.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a barter feature.
Oh shit.
If you show your stigmata, you can
Yeah.
convince people to join you.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna start preaching like
Cole.
like what all you people, you're just gonna show up and you're gonna to this town meeting, you're gonna ad hoc a democracy and everything's gonna be fine.
I can show you the way. Jabanu Belgisor the Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can
So-
I flip my coin today? I always forget to do that.
Sure.
Yeah, my magic coin.
And I
Don't mind
think you'll see strewn down the street his armor. He's taken off his armor and he's just cast it aside. And he's just wearing the gray cloak.
God.
Is the gray.
What's going on?
Yeah.
This is a turn. It's a turn for Jabanu. Now, before we wrap for the night, I want to make sure we've got clear orders for what the process is going to be for the next 2 days. Everyone feel good about what the ideas and the
Yes.
concepts that you have here?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's think about this clearly. We got 2 days. Let's go day 1. Day 1, what's our splits? What do we want to be doing? Is day 1 a shopping and woods split? Shopping and retirement home / woods split? Or
I think maybe yeah, because I want to go shopping or I want to go to the retirement home.
you can hit the retirement home on the way out to the woods
Yes,
today.
exactly. Yes, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's do who are the people that are, and when I say shopping, I just pretty much just mean staying in town and doing anything you want to do in town. So who are the people that are staying in town and not going out to the woods?
Oh, staying in town, yeah.
Okay.
If you guys just give me the list of things that you're gonna need, I'll take care of it while I'm down in the shopping districts.
Okay.
You should buy cold weather gear for the people in the group that are made out of meat.
Sure, I've
More-
got all this money Jabanu tossed at my feet.
More diamonds, because you're so rich.
Wild. Okay. I have Silas,
We have
Jabanu,
diamonds.
and Kennedy
Oh, diamonds.
that are going to be staying in town and doing their respective things, whether it be shopping, cosplaying, or doing some information gathering.
Man,
Right?
he just
It's a
found
rough-
out. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a rough day.
He's a-
It is a rough day.
yeah,
I think it's pretty good though.
It's funny.
it's a good time.
Okay, so that means
Emotional distress cosplay.
It's like I need an outlet. Fantasy.
Yeah.
Something none of us can relate
Wait
to.
a second.
Yeah.
literally everyone will listen to you because they're all commoners and you have advantage on all of your persuasion checks. And so literally there's nothing I can do to prevent whatever your plan is. I will say that now, right now.
Seems bad.
I don't know if you ever watched Les Mis. but-
No!
Iris,
bad.
Iris, Enoch, and Nim, you're all gonna stop by the retirement home and then you're gonna head out to the woods on this day.
Yes.
Now, okay, assuming that you all come back from the woods appropriately, that's great. You got day 2. So what is our day 2 order of operations? Are there any other things that we want to accomplish, be working on? Are we coming back together on our day 2, or are we going to stay split on our day 2?
Pout.
Pouts on day 2.
Rally.
Rally on day 2.
Ooh, rally.
Political rally.
Definitely going to Tati's both days
Okay.
just to see what her personality is like
You
and
never
what
know
other
what you get.
information I can get.
Never know what you're gonna get. Okay.
I think
Life is like a box of Toddies.
I think it's that thing of having that conversation with Silas way earlier,
Yeah.
before everything fucking happened. I think subconsciously Kennedy is going to try to get the group together so that we can show up to the political rally knowing our shit, ready to go to try to say, this is what's actually happening.
Okay.
You're fighting each other when you shouldn't be doing that.
Okay. So let's call it this.
Instructions unclear. We
Sure.
don't want to show up like
I
a bunch
heard
of bunch of assholes.
Maybe not this time.
Let's play it this
Press
way
on the
then.
different fronts.
Let's run. We'll run day one appropriately, and then as we come back together, we'll see what that conversation looks like that morning and how the group comes together or has some still challenges, what strife remains, and then as we proceed into the political rally, we'll see what energy we're bringing in
And what Jabanu
What
creates.
and what Jabanu has created.
Why are they all wearing gray hats?
The real bug.
What are they on
I think
mustaches?
it's really going to be converting Jabanu at the end, and then he's going to turn around and be like, psych, cancel all of it.
don't
And they're
know.
going to be like, okay, yeah. Okay.
I think the real blood golem was the peasants we convinced along the way.
And Schnookums.
All
I
right.
do love Schnookums.
I feel good. So for our next session, that is where we'll dive in with the party splitting, with doing a little bit of reconnaissance, some work around here, some shopping, some acquisition information, fact finding, and then the rest of you going out to follow the path of a 92-year-old serial killer who's left all of his trophies in a cabin in the woods that certainly is going to be like really chill.
Justice. Yes.
Really quick before we end tonight, where are you taking Horatio with you to the woods?
He's in the trunk, right?
Yeah, now we have
Are we taking
Schnookums,
him
so
intact?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
You leave him with me.
Okay, that is important for my planning. I just needed to know where he was going to be.
We gotta let him have his lair action.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. See you next week in the old man's lair. Have a good night.